It might seem surprising that an aspiring journalist would choose Washington University, a school with no journalism major, for his undergraduate education. But Hank Klibanoff's quest for understanding made arts and sciences the perfect fit.
Liberal arts, in my opinion, made all the difference in the world. Maybe I'm just a dilettante, but I wanted to know as much as I could about a lot of different subjects. And that's the way I felt at Washington University. You just look at the names of the courses and say, well, I have to know that. And I have to take that, and what would life be if I didn't know that?
Hank's curiosity served him well as he pursued his master's in journalism at Northwestern University and launched a career examining the impacts of the press on important social dynamics of the civil rights era. An Alabama native who grew up amidst the turbulence of the civil rights movement, Hank leapt at the opportunity to co-author The Race Beat, a Pulitzer Prize-winning book about news coverage of the civil rights struggle in the South. An important achievement, Hank's exploration of these historic dynamics proved formative both personally and professionally.
I researched and wrote about race relations because an opportunity presented itself, but it was tapping something deeply important to me. I learned far more than I ever imagined about the complexity of people.
Speaking as someone who does African American studies, I knew right away from the subject of the book it was important, and not because it was the first book to talk about the press and the civil rights movement. I think it's probably one of the best books to talk about it. But because he and his co-writer were bringing a kind of insider's perspective to it, which you hadn't had before. You were getting a working journalist and a working Southern journalist who was writing about this stuff.
In addition to his prize-winning book work, Hank has been a reporter for the Boston Globe, a managing editor for both the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and the Philadelphia Inquirer. He has also taught journalism at the University of Pennsylvania and is currently the director of Emory University's journalism program. Hank also serves as the managing editor of the Civil Rights Cold Case Project, which investigates unresolved racial murders that took place during the modern civil rights era in the South.
This is not a course in which we're teaching the whodunit. We know who did it, okay? It's really to finish the story, to bring closure to families, to bring knowledge to families that they never knew.
Hank and his wife Lori continue to be active supporters of Washington University, the place Hank credits with opening the door to a lifetime of possibilities.
It has its own special spirit. I don't know very many people who go there who don't immediately fall in love with it. And it's like you want to bottle it. Whatever it is that makes it great, you want to bottle it. It's a national treasure of Washington University, and I'm always very proud to say that I went there.